The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
It's so bright. Well, turn your lamp so it's not aimed at the page.
I feel like when he says like the light of the paper burned my eyes, my hands began shaking uncontrollably. Was that one of the first manuscript pages we found or not? I can't remember.
I don't remember. Is he having trouble because he's trying to write within a book and you can't do that? Is that the problem he's having here?
Well, his writer's block is back, and also he's remembering the typewriter that he already used.
Oh no, you can dream inside of a dream inside of a dream, so why can't you Inception books?
Afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now.
There are entire books that are actually written in that style.
He's outside. Zane is writing a horror book about Alan Wake's thriller, and then inside of that, Alan Wake is writing erotic Star Wars fan fiction.
No, Alan Wake is too much of a dick. If he's writing any erotic fan fiction, it's Alan Wake erotic fan fiction.
Hey, Hartman.
About himself.
Hartman stopped in mid-sentence
and only himself.
He nodded at the hulking order.
The sexy woman arrived to fix my cable, but I could tell she was here for something else. She stepped into the shadows, and then her body was in the darkness, and I could only barely see her in the dark shadows.
I forgot to do this last week, or last
I would like to have sexy sex with you, said the woman.
Now,
I
know
knew she wanted to have sex with me. Sorry, Chris.
But Emil convinced
We've only switched over to the more action-gamey thing for about 5 seconds here, but you can feel the change in the way the narrative is delivered from where Hartman is sitting there talking to you and there's actual dialogue back and forth and you're actually exploring this universe, where here it's walking around in the darkness and picking up 3 paragraphs of rigid prose.
So that manuscript page that I just displayed, the one about Thomas Zane that I actually got last episode and forgot to do, I think is an important one.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tale.
Because
hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's
that was a hammer. Wow. Look at that fucking keyring. That page not only is stuff that's about Thomas Zane and probably written by Thomas Zane and not oh, do I not turn this on yet? Oh. And not by Alan Wake, but also it kind of reveals exactly who Emil Hartman actually is.
Who is he?
And he was Thomas Zane's young assistant, so it seems pretty clear that he discovered the super evil reality-bending powers of the lake here. And ever since Zane got himself killed or whatever the hell happened to him,
I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment,
he's been bringing creative people here to try and manipulate
recreate it. Yeah, he's been trying to manipulate it to his.
That seems like an astoundingly bad idea, and he should have figured it out. In the past 40 years, he should have realized, wow, this is a really terrible and horrible idea. This thing corrupts creative people and makes bad stuff happen. Maybe I should not deliberately bring creative people here without some kind of clear goal. Like, if he got a hold of that power, what would he do with it? Alright, I want you to write about me finding a big bag of money.
Also,
now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about
Mott, aka the kidnapper, is also working for Hartman, which was implied but now explicitly stated in that thingamajig.
Do you mean with you?
That manuscript.
And this was, and I didn't even care. I was like, yeah, okay, that guy's gone. Oh wait, you're gonna resolve that plot thread? Alright, fine. Alright, I'll listen.
We were never that interested in the first place, is the problem.
Hartman's the guy that we punched right away, right?
Yeah.
The one that yeah, I kind of wish that he wasn't evil, because then, I don't know, maybe Alan Wake could be wrong about something.
Yeah. If he was the one to guide Alan Wake, if he was the one to guide Alan Wake, that would be an interesting twist, and Alan Wake had to, like, learn to trust him. But no, he's evil in some sort of not terribly clear way, with some not.
I kind of wish he hadn't been obviously evil.
Even if, okay, so I partially agree with Josh and agree with... I agree with Josh, I partially agree with Seamus. I think it's fine if he's evil and it turns out he's using this, but that should have been an endgame revelation. You know, you should have been like, can I trust him, can I not trust him, you know, questioning it.
Yeah.
And, like, following his lead for a while, but then, you know, you find out that, no, he is up to something sinister.
Yeah, the revelation is he's more evil than you thought he was, and it's like, oh wow, that never saw that one coming.
Alan Wake
The guy who's an incredible dick is actually an even bigger dick. Do we have to listen to this whole thing? I mean, you know, if anybody has something to say about it, let's listen to it. But if we're not going to comment on it, then let's.
Well, you get. Remember when the kidnapper Mott was calling us?
Yeah.
With Alice, it was just cut up from that that recording.
What a weird picture. What a stupid.
I know.
Yeah,
what
the hell is this?
It's the big reveal that, oh wow, these guys were working together. I'm like, why does he have a giant poster-sized photograph of him and Mott, and like a poorly framed photograph of like who took this? A midget?
It looks like a Gmod screenshot. Yeah. See, what I just both went for it.
It's like, Barry, why is my cardboard cutout here?
Why is this here? I love that. I'm like, why did you bring this? And he says he stole it from Rose, but that doesn't really explain it.
I'm obviously a victim.
I'll be through with you once I've finished off this coffee.
Or else.
And he also brought it in here. Like, he brought it in while he was trying to come and get us.
Can you imagine him walking in here with that thing under his arm? Like, what? What?
It's like,
it's just
hey Hartman, I need... And then he plops it down. Alan, wait, where is...
Alan, please. You're sliding.
Have you seen this man?
One more lie and I'll shoot you.
Hartman's not very bright.
It's worth a shot. Really way.
Hartman's not very bright if he was the understudy for an author who was able to write things and then manifest them in the reality by the lake, and then immediately goes out and grabs hard rock guys, video game makers, painters, all of whom have a less impact on their ability to manifest things.
Right,
yeah,
and then
everybody except writer.
And then he finally gets a writer, and it's a crazy asshole writer. It's like, really? Well, you couldn't
But
just,
let's
like,
be honest,
find a writer and offer... and bring them here.
It's hard to find a nice writer.
Also, I like that.
Rutsker, she's talking about you.
Oh, no, that's fair. That's fair.
So that that was a manuscript page that we got a while ago. But the way it's written, it's implied that it's the kidnapper Mott and not Hartman. So I like that they did that with it.
Hold on. Are we just gonna ignore that shitty grin on Al's face a minute ago?
No,
that's actually part of the thing. Like you said, I bet I had a grin on my face. Although, of course, it was a really ugly grin.
I hate exposition through reading things. This is stupid. I hate.
So, what's everybody's cell phone carrier?
Something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But
oh, is it
That's
time?
going to be important here in a second.
Oh, I'm excited.
I have an Android for what it's worth.
Let's move on.
I've
hate
got
reedy
a Sprint phone. I've got a super old Sprint phone. It's not a smartphone. You touch the screen and it doesn't do anything except get thumbprints on it.
Well, would you be interested
I
in
have a
changing
dumb
carriers?
phone.
Spilled oil everywhere.
And my carrier is Sprint. Although I'm looking for a new one. Do we have any suggestions for a good cell phone carrier?
If I see any, I'll let you know.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
You know, I've been thinking about changing to carrier pigeons, actually. I've been breeding them in my dorm room.
You've been breeding with them?
Those
that
aren't
won't
pigeons.
Work.
Those are homeless men.
As long as they can carry a message around their ankle and won't eat more than a handful of breadcrumbs a day, works for me, alright?
This one I failed on a few times. I finally figured it out. It actually he does the pull when you let up on the mouse button and not when you click it, which means if you're kind of pressing hard, like you're gonna let up way too late.
I'm glad that you gave us that audible.
Yeah, well, I was trying to convey my frustration at why can't I get this? And I kept hitting it like harder, like trying to make the down more precise by pushing the button harder.
Well, this
and
is clearly
of course that wasn't helpful.
Oh, a flare.
This is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like haunted.
And we're not
house
fighting
kind
dudes
of
in a
thing.
forest, so... Oh, man. Bears.
I like bears.
Die now. Bears.
So what happens if you,
You know,
don't
I make a bear
use
pun,
that
but we made
flare?
them on the Bioshock season.
Yeah,
I want to know what happens if you
worried...
miss that and waste
Yeah,
the flare on something else.
Yeah, I wondered about that, because I was worried I had wasted it. I'm like, did I need to use it on those bears, or were they going to go away on their own, like some of the other stuff did? And I was really worried, especially when we get up here to the sphere. The ball, whatever that thing is, I thought I needed the flare for that, and I'd already used it.
So we're in a really intense escape situation here, right? I mean, we're like,
Escape
the darkness is right behind.
Keep moving. No more people.
An intense moment, and...
Yeah, this kind of kills it.
There's an achievement for it.
You gotta be shitting me.
Did you not turn this TV on? This is the first of
I
two
did. I
ads
sat
to
here
play.
for the. Yeah, it's got 2 advertisements. Mustang Drift.
Yeah, Verizon Wireless.
Want access to thousands of applications?
And then Verizon,
fucking
Verizon one is.
Check out the
The
latest
Verizon
games.
one is really out of
Discover
place.
new music and old favorites. Social networking.
It's just
Plus,
so
these
upbeat
are all
and happy.
All at your fingertips.
incredibly
No
old
matter what
phones
you're
by
into,
now,
Verizon
so...
Wireless can satisfy
Yes.
your never-ending appetite for apps. Check out
Yeah, these
This
phones are
seems
so old and
hilarious to people
crappy, they're
20
only
years.
slightly newer than mine.
It's like watching a TV that's 3 inches wide. And that was it. That was the entire point of that TV.
Yeah.
To sell ad space.
During this completely that would have been better during the walk around, you know.
Come on, Sphere.
With the lights
Yeah, that's
were on.
right. Let me out.
The darkness is just sitting there going, okay, everyone, wait. He's watching a Verizon commercial. Don't do anything.
Verizon, our one weakness.
I get a
Oh,
$25
no,
credit on my
Thank
bill
you.
if he actually converts, so we're just gonna wait.
The darkness. Oh.
Ow.
Get inside. Ride around like a
You ran
hamster
into-
wheel.
Oh, this is
Ow.
hilarious.
Oh!
American
So I made it
Gladiator
outside!
Road.
Oh, American Gladiators! Ah.
What is that ball? Is that a Oh, it's a
It's
chandelier.
a chandelier.
I don't know, but I want that to be the only enemy now, because that was goddamn
I
bad.
want that. I want to fight that thing with Jackie Chan running inside of it. That's what I want.
Why does it hurt me when I just touch it? I don't want to die, I just want to get out the door.
Run from the ball.
Oh my god,
Nope.
that looked painful.
Nope. Nope.
Josh, I'm not sure you're on the ball this week.
Hoo-hoo.
But the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Oh man, the hedge maze.
Take this, Al.
Oh, the
This-
hedge maze. Screw this thing.
Oh,
Seriously.
that's great.
The house, Al.
I just want
It's-
Alan Wake to
this
hold
is
the
probably not a
flashlight
big
with
problem.
both hands and make lightsaber noises.
That's pretty cool looking.
He just
Alright,
writes it
game.
in like he picks up a flashlight, and suddenly the flashlight turned into a lightsaber. And then this becomes like a Star Wars game.
No more heroes. It turns
Oh,
into
look
no
at you.
more heroes.
All this stuff flying at you, you're practically playing the Force Unleashed here.
Except I'm not throwing it.
Well, you just pretend, just hold out your hand and pretend like you're throwing it. It's all about being
The
using your
Kinect
imagination
version
as a
of this
writer.
game.
Yes.
Make fun of Kinect if you would, but it is awesome. especially the dancing.
I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo.
I'll be honest, I've never played it. I saw it at both of the
amazing.
PAXs that I went to, but I was like, do I really want to look like an idiot in front of all these people?
Yes.
My only question is, under the expanded universe doctrine, are the dance segments canon?
Yeah, because
Yes.
they say that it's like some sort of program that simulates something and stimulates. Why not? And so it's not a real thing.
Don't
it's just
trust Emil.
a computer that the Jedis came up with for fun.
But why does it simulate like modern style pop music?
I stared at the Viking.
That's how they dance in Star Wars. Didn't you know?
An unlikely centerpiece.
I know exactly the opposite of that, actually.
That's how they dance.
These guys that you're fighting should definitely have been orderlies and not more truckers.
Yeah, what the hell?
That would have been
Good
cool.
point.
Like, you had nurses and orderly models in the game. Just have them, like, wielding syringes or something.
Yeah.
Or, like, billy clubs. I mean, it's all the same. Just, you know, for some kind of difference.
You know what it is?
Guy.
It reminds me of a lot of the complaints that Condemned got, where it's like, you know, we use hobos because it's fine to kill hobos. No one cares about them, so we just throw tons of them at you. And then that sort of lack of thought about who you're shooting kind of makes the game uncomfortable when you start realizing you're killing hundreds of homeless people.
Damn it, why did the Soviet Union collapse?
But that's like kind of
now we don't have any
intentional,
free
right?
people to shoot.
Well, it's not really intentional because it's just a convenient thing, just like truckers are a convenient thing in a Pacific Northwest area, I guess.
That's a big man. That big
Frickin'
man
die!
You.
Was that like the snow shoveler?
I will say
He's
right
the
now,
shoveler.
it looks like. So I admit I have not played past this part, but I will say if it does come down to us fighting like those two old guys, and I'm asked to root for either Alan Wanker, boring Reiner dude, or two old guys who think they're Norse gods and say they're Norse gods, and no one has had the balls to tell them they're wrong. Probably those last guys would be the ones I'm voting for. Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Well, also, this whole psychiatric thing does a good job of setting up the DLC, because it's implied that as you use the darkness, or as the darkness uses you, you slowly go crazy, and that sort of sets up a lot of that future stuff. It also explains the end of the game a little better in that context.
Aw, birds.
Oh, you have birds.
Oh, I
hated this
hated
fight.
So much.
God, that looks obnoxious.
It is. And of course, the orderly is a powerful one of these guys, so his shield recharges unless you knock it all the way out.
So, like, as soon as you get him down, the birds mob you and just peck the shit out of you, and then you...
Or while you're trying to get him down.
It'd be fun to mod this game and have weird sounds for different, like, bad guys.
Do like that Half-Life 2 mod where you do all the sounds with your, like, with just your voice.
Yeah.
Pow, 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 click, click.
Or the Macho Man Dragon in Skyrim. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah!
So yeah, if this did become like a real TV miniseries, I'm thinking Jimmy Smits. Who do you guys picture playing Alan Wake?
Steve Buscemi.
Who's Jimmy
Always.
Smith?
But Steve Buscemi's like a big actor. You need like
Jimmy
somebody who's
Smits.
willing to slum it in TV.
You don't know who Jimmy
Right.
Smits is?
Well, actually,
don't
Steve
know.
Buscemi is playing the protagonist of a series on HBO.
Yeah, but that's like a
He's-
high-quality HBO series, not a slumming it for, you know, miniseries for ABC.
Yeah, fair enough.
If they made a movie, Alan Wake would just be Mark Wahlberg.
Wake had more money.
Yeah, or that other one that
Probably.
looks just like Mark Wahlberg.
Or the other one. Yeah, I always think there's Mark Wahlberg, and then there's like the other Mark Wahlberg.
You
Marky
do realize
Mark
that Mark
and the Funky
Wahlberg was
Bunch.
also Max Payne, right? I mean, was that intentional?
Was he?
Knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the movie, in the Max Payne
The
movie.
thought made him shiver.
No, I didn't.
Wait,
I
there was a
mean,
Max
he's just
Payne
going-
movie?
Yeah, it
Yes.
was
Thanks
for
apparently.
And the fact
reminding
that
me,
you haven't heard of
Chris.
it is indicative.
And then I ruined everything by bringing it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wanted that movie to be good. It looked, you know what, in the commercial, that Max
What
Payne
the
movie
fuck?
looked fantastic.
As long as we're on the subject
You know
of Max Payne, oh, did we die?
Nope.
Aw.
No. No. No, that didn't happen.
Okay, Chris.
What? Keep going for what? What are we doing?
You're
Keep talking.
the Max Payne
You,
thing.
you were going to say something. Make your point.
Oh, the Max Payne thing is just, I completely forgot.
Excellent!
See you next time, folks!
Oh,
What's
no,
that
I was just
post-credit
gonna...
sequence? Okay, never mind, Chris, yeah.
I was just gonna I was just gonna say that that the GameStop Max Payne ad does that stupid cognitive dissonance thing where the current Max Payne 3 ads for the actual game are all in tropical land and they don't look or feel at all like Max Payne, but the GameStop ads actually have him you know, mourning his wife, and it plays the Max Payne
Is he
music.
still
and it's
doing
wintry.
that? Is he still sad because his family died? Oh, get over it.
Well, so's Batman.
Batman moved
no,
on.
you did.
Batman moved on.